Hi, I'm Ian Wilcox, General Manager here at the UTRCA, and on behalf of the board and the staff, I want to say welcome or welcome back to the Upper Thames. If you're new, I think you'll find lots of opportunity to learn, lots of great people to work with, and a chance to really make a difference in people's experiences in the out of doors. If you're returning, you know that already, and we look forward to working with you to make this year better than the last.
Well, our division, Community and Corporate Services, is all about helping people outside of our organization and inside of our organization. And we're really split into two different units, community partnerships and corporate services. Community partnerships is, again, obviously working out in the community, and we are all about creating value for the environment and trying to influence people's behavior. So we're working with community groups like Friends of Groups, and we're also working with a lot of students. So we have conservation education staff, community partnership staff, again, all trying to influence people's behavior so that they value the environment. Our other unit is corporate services, extremely important unit because we're helping everybody inside the organization. And in corporate services, we have things like administrative staff, we have finance, human resources, and all our marketing and communications. So you can imagine, these are the people that are looking after making sure you get paid, making sure we pay our bills, and actually getting the message out about the important things that we do.
The authority owns 6,000 hectares of land across the watershed, and half of that land base is Fanshawe, Wildwood, and Pittock conservation areas. And the other half, the 3,000 acres, is comprised of a lot of wetlands. So if you live in the northern reaches of the watershed, you might be familiar with Ellis and Gads Hill Swamp. If you reside maybe in the South Branch, in the middle of the watershed, you're probably familiar with Ivy Tract or Dorchester Swamp or Goldsby Swamp. We manage these areas for trails. We have encroachment programs on them. Invasive species, we do more and more work in that area on these lands, and we assist with managing species at risk. We manage 11 environmentally significant areas for the City of London. The city owns the land, and we manage the lands under agreement, under a contract that's renewable every 5 years. Some of those areas you might be familiar with, like Meadowlily Woods or Sifton Bog.
Welcome to the Conservation Areas Unit. The UTRCA owns 3 main conservation areas, Fanshawe, Wildwood, and Pittock. Each park offers a variety of passive outdoor recreational experiences for all ages. Within the UTRCA watershed, our conservation areas make up over 7,500 acres of authority-owned and managed land. Conservation Area Unit plays an important role as the face of the authority. People equate our parks with the UTRCA, yet they may not fully comprehend the variety of programs and services that the authority provides. The opportunities offered within the watershed are much more broad than just that of camping and boating. The CA unit works with other units within the authority to deliver different programs and services, including educational programs and dam operations and checks. One of the greatest assets of the conservation areas is the staff. Without a dedicated team, our strategic goal can't be achieved. Customer service is extremely important in all of our positions that work in the park, regardless of job title. Your interactions with the public each and every day will influence our visitors' experience and what they take away from their time with us. We hear time and time again how friendly and helpful our staff members are, and it's important that we continue with this. We hope that you enjoy your time working with us in the parks and have lots of fun and enjoy your summer.
We provide a lot of advice around cropping and tillage and cover crops, which are very important in reducing phosphorus into our watercourses. Again, with our overall objective of improving water quality and increasing natural cover, a lot of these projects blend quite naturally into our targets, our environmental targets that we're trying to achieve. Another focus of our unit is working in streams and around watercourses. We do a considerable amount of work with bioengineering, stream naturalization, narrowing flows, improving flow patterns, again in an effort to improve water quality in the watercourses. Another approach we try to maintain in our unit is working with the community. So our Community for Nature's program is a good example of this. Each year, thousands of volunteers join us to plant trees, to plant aquatic plants, to plant wildflowers across the watershed in a variety of rural and urban projects. Our Memorial Forest program is another program where people across the watershed can plant trees in a forest setting in memory of others.
currently updating all of our flood and erosion models to better understand the natural hazards in the watershed. This is an update that takes information that was originally created in the 70s and the 80s and uses the best available information that we have today and the best available technology. We monitor the watershed so that we know how much rain, snow, what the flow levels are like, so that we're better able to forecast flood levels and who might be affected. With that information, then we turn around and notify the municipal flood coordinators, who are then responsible for notifying the businesses and residences which may be affected. We operate and maintain 3 large dams and reservoirs, Fanshawe, Wildwood, and Pittock, as well as the dikes and channels, which protect many people in the watershed from the risks of flooding. Information is a very important asset of the organization, and our unit's responsible for maintaining the systems, the information systems.
The first area would be our planning department, and that we have a number of Planning Act applications that are circulated from our member municipalities for the Conservation Authority to review and comment on. Our planners review that information with our policies that we have in place and are board approved. And oftentimes we are also looking to our technical experts, because any decisions we want to be making, we want them to also be very science-based. With regulations under Section 28 of the Conservation Authorities Act, we provide permits for any development or site alteration within regulated areas. Those regulated areas can be our floodplains, steep slopes, which are erosion hazards, or wetlands in the areas of interference surrounding those wetlands. Drinking water source protection region, it includes both the Upper Thames, the Lower Thames, and the St. Clair, so the Sydenham rivers and the Thames River entirely. Within this region, we are implementing the Clean Water Act and have risk management officers as well that work with some of our member municipalities to ensure that drinking water threats do not become significant drinking water threats.
We have staff that would support and lead projects with external partners, so these would probably fall into the watershed management type projects, so things like developing a water management plan through an initiative called the Thames River Clearwater Revival, or leading natural heritage studies in partnership with our member municipalities to kind of advocate for natural heritage protection and preservation, those kinds of things. On the other side, kind of serving as a bit of an internal resource to other units in the authority, so kind of serving as technical expertise in various roles like plan reviews. So we have a few staff that kind of constitute the GIS department and basically work with all units in the authority, providing expertise with regards to spatial analysis and GPS and web-based mapping applications. One of our kind of highly recognized programs is a species at risk program that's been long running and is nationally recognized, that focuses on at-risk reptiles and kind of has elevated the status of these creatures to kind of front page news, which typically is reserved for more cute and cuddly species. So a lot of work has been done to kind of recover these species and protect them and understand them in the Thames River. And if you were kind of to pick on one thing that would highlight something that's everybody in the unit has been involved with, the watershed report cards would probably be a great example. And these are produced every 5 years to kind of reflect environmental conditions, specifically forest health and water quality in the sub-watersheds of the Upper Thames River watershed, and kind of bring it down to that scale that's understandable to local residents and different partners in the watershed.
I just want to say good luck with the start of your work. Please take every opportunity to ask questions, not about just your job, but everything the authority does. It is a great opportunity to learn. So thanks, and I look forward to meeting each of you in person, and enjoy the start of your work.
That the Conservation Services Unit or the Coolest Staff Unit provide.
We're just a fantastic unit.
Welcome to the Conservation Areas Unit. You have joined the best authority in the unit, even better than Brad's unit.